My boss accused me of stealing, then HR opened his laptop. I had worked at my company for 5 years and had never once been written up. I came in early, stayed late, trained new people, and fixed problems without being asked. I wasn't famous in the office, but I was reliable. That's why it felt so wrong when my boss suddenly messaged me to come to his office immediately. When I walked in, he didn't offer me a chair. He just stood there with his arms crossed and told me that money had gone missing from the company's safe, $4,000. Then he said something that made my blood run cold. My ID badge had been used to access the safe the night the money disappeared. I told him there was no way. I hadn't even been in the building that night. I had called out sick and even went to the pharmacy. I offered to show him my receipts, my location history, anything. He didn't care. He looked at me like I was already guilty and said, "That's something a liar would say." He told me HR would deal with it and sent me out of his office like I was nothing. The next morning, HR called me into a meeting. They were polite, but there was an edge in their voices. They hadn't made up their minds yet, but I could tell things were bad. They had someone from IT join the meeting and said they had already started checking security footage. On the screen behind them, they pulled up a timestamp from the night the money was stolen. And there on the video was my boss, walking into the building late at night with my ID badge in his hand. The room went dead quiet. HR rewound the clip and played it again slowly. Same man, same walk, same jacket, same bald spot on the back of his head. And then the IT guy chimed in and said they had gone through his laptop. They found software that edits access logs, programs that change timestamps and wipe digital records. He had even duplicated employee IDs on his computer. Then HR decided to open his desk drawer. Inside, taped beneath some folders, was the missing money. The meeting stopped immediately. Security arrived and escorted him out in front of the entire office. No speech, no apology, just silence and humiliation. I didn't celebrate, I didn't smile, I just sat at my desk shaking, realizing that if those cameras hadn't existed, my life would have been destroyed by a man who tried to use me as his escape plan.
Love Reddit stories? Subscribe now and never miss the next one. What kind of story would you like to hear in the next video? Want more stories like this? Check out our YouTube channel for more.